So I'm going to hold off on doing a full Yankee offseason episode where I talk about Hal Steinbrenner and I talk about Brian Cashman and I talk about the direction of the team. I'm going to hold off because there is still time for them to make moves and have a new team come spring training. However, as of right now, Sunday, January 18th, 2026, it looks like the Yankees went into this offseason without a clue and without a plan. Because at the end of the postseason, after they got beat up by the Blue Jays, who also beat them up in the regular season, it was obvious that the Yankees needed to lengthen their lineup. Okay, that was the glaring difference between the two teams. The Blue Jays, who led the league in hitting, had a deeper, more well-balanced lineup, whereas the Yankees had too many easy outs towards the bottom of theirs. And Bo Bichette was sitting there, okay? This guy hit 311 last year. He could flat out hit. Whereas the Yankees, you look at their infield. Chisholm hit 242, Volpe 212, McMahon 208, Wells 219, Rice 255. You can't tell me you plug Bichette into that infield and they're not a better team. And the Yankees didn't even go after him. They didn't even make a move, an offer, meet with him. And instead, he signs of all teams with the Mets, who are going to move him over to third base for a 3-year deal. 3-year deal at $42 million a year. Yes, it's heavy per year, but for 3 years, why not make that move? Clearly an upgrade. I mean, you put Bo Bichette over Volpe at short, the Yankees are a better team. So that's where to me, it's it now. In my opinion, that's inexcusable not to go after him, at least meet with him. But I could hear you out. I could hear the argument that, you know what, he's not a great fielder. And we're going to spend money. We want good all-around players. Okay, that's your argument. Fine. Kyle Tucker, the best hitter on the market. Signed with the Dodgers. Huge deal. Only a few years, though, at $60 million per year. But let's say you tell me, you know what? It's a good thing the Yankees didn't go after him because you got Judge in right field. You don't want to mess people up with their positions. Fine. So you don't go get Bichette. You don't try and get Tucker. You put all your eggs into Cody Bellinger and his agent, Scott Boras. Here's the problem. You've spent all offseason going back and forth trying to negotiate with the best agent in baseball. And now he's the only big hitter left on the market, and he has all the leverage. So even if you're going to make the argument that the Yankees were right in only trying to bring back a player they had last year in Bellinger, you can't tell me they did a good job negotiating, because as of right now, he's sitting there with all the power. And that's why I say the Yankees didn't have a good offseason. Okay? And the point I really want to drive home is that just the mentality of just trying to go and sign a player who you already had last year without being the big boys and trying to go and make a big splash and get someone else. It just gives fans like me the idea that the Yankees are definitely no longer a World Series or bust team, and instead they're a team that just wants to stay good. All right, so there's my take. I'll do another episode as soon as Bellinger signs, hopefully with the Yankees, but we will see. Otherwise, enjoy your Martin Luther King weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.